Oh, Sana, the scene when Lazarus was speaking to his father made me emotional because really I do not understand why Lazarus and his father have a strained relationship simply because he cannot have kids. And especially the part where he said that even if Bavomile was his biological son, still his father was going to find something wrong and fault him. He said he lived his whole life trying to impress his father or wanting to be seen by his father, but still that was never enough. And sometimes he thinks that God made a mistake by taking his mother. Instead, he was supposed to take his father. But then also, I saw an emotional father in Lazarus' father. I saw that he was so emotional, and at that moment, it felt like he wanted to hug his son. He wanted to mend things with his dad. But then you know how older men are, you know how they are wired. Sometimes they do not want to show emotions. Sometimes they just want to sit back and hold back and just be strong and tough men. But really, I'm glad that Zolega intervened between Lazarus and his dad. I think they needed that someone like Zolega to intervene and try to mend their relationship. I think once again, Zolega proves that she is a good wife, or rather a good partner to Lazarus, for trying and standing so hard in trying to fix a relationship between Lazarus and his dad. Even though Lazarus, guys, let's talk about Lazarus' temper. Honestly, I can never get over that argument that he had with Uzolega when he was mad after he found out that Zolega was kind of sleeping with Mawetu. The way he threw that glass, like I can never get over his temper. Honestly, I feel he does have a temper, and I don't know, perhaps in a later stage we're still gonna see more of his temper, but I do not like how he behaved with throwing the glass. Even now he seems mad, but now it's not into that extent. He seems disappointed, rather, when he's having a conversation with Zolega. He seems disappointed that Zolega, I told you let this thing to go. I told you leave it like that. I told you my dad and I do not have the best relationship in the world, and you still went on find the dead. Zolega said, no, no, no. Also, your father is not my cup of tea, because he's not really the best person in the world. However, he is your dad, and he feels like a proud man rather, someone who would never initiate a conversation, someone whom even if he misses his son, he will never pick up the call and call you and say, hey, listen, son, I miss you. And Zolega says it's best to fix things with your dad now before it is too late. And this is just my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. This is what I'm thinking, and this is what I am viewing, that it's best to fix now, okay? And I think Lazarus understands. Lazarus understands that perhaps it's best that they fix things, all of them, now than it becomes too late. Then what's gonna happen should everything be like it's too late now for Lazarus and he's dead. But anyway, such an emotional episode for me. Like, I was emotional, I was in tears at some point because I just couldn't, I couldn't watch and I couldn't bear, seeing the pain that Lazarus is going through. There is one thing in this world that is tough and difficult, and that is to be rejected by someone who's supposed to love you, someone who's supposed to protect you, someone who's supposed to shield you. This person fails those responsibilities, and if anything, you feel like you are being rejected by one person in this world who's supposed to be in your corner no matter what. I think that's the most painful feeling any human being can ever go through. It's just terrifying.